Hello everyone, welcome, my name is Phoenix, and this is the Consumer's Guide to Filmmaking. Giga Gorilla x Nuclear Gecko, The New Empire. Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. 2024, Adam Wingard. This film follows Dr. Eileen Andrews and her adopted daughter Gia. Working for the agency known as Monarch, Eileen must study and monitor both Godzilla and King Kong, making sure their presence on Earth remains tolerable. However, when Gia begins having visions of something in the hollow Earth, Eileen is forced to take these warnings seriously and assembles a team to go underground and discover what is going on. This was a significantly weaker experience than Godzilla vs. Kong, but I thankfully still got my money's worth. What makes this film so much weaker than the previous film was the action and the pacing. The pacing in particular. This film is a smidge under 2 hours, and it feels longer. So much of this film is taken up by the human characters, and as per usual, the human characters are fucking boring. Like, the daughter and the scientist lady at least had some form of an arc to their characters, with the daughter not feeling like she belongs and whatnot. But out of all these films, the disparity between the stupid and boring human characters and the monster action was shocking, in that the monster action didn't salvage the film as well as it should have. It took way too long to get to any fight scene that was halfway interesting. There were a couple in the first act and maybe in the first half of the second that were kind of fun. I was fucking howling when Kong was using a child monkey as a club and was just fucking yeeting him across the forest. Once we hit the end of the second and are entering in the third act is when we get introduced to the villain, which should have happened way fucking earlier. And we finally get some fun action. The final fight scene between the Scar King, that will forever be fucking cringe, but I love it. Shima and the titular tag team of fucking Godzilla and Kong was just a big pile of fun nonsense. I love it. Technically, I think I'm going to paraphrase a Letterboxd user and say that the VFX crew deserves a massive pat on the back for doing most of Adam Wingard's job. If we take a look at the scenes without the monsters, most of them range from fucking stock to outright fucking cringe, but all the fight scenes with Godzilla and Kong were lots of fun, even the weaker ones at the beginning. All the creatures were neat looking, and the computer effects were pretty serviceable. The music in this film, though, is bizarre. The original score was mostly your typical bombastic action music. Occasionally it would break into a synth piece that, while a jarring shift, didn't feel out of place in terms of tone, but it's the soundtrack that causes things to feel off, because the soundtrack is 70s classic rock for some reason. Fucking Loverboy, Kiss, Badfinger. It felt really incongruous and corny even for a film as dumb as this. The Kiss song being played when Kong was getting his big robot gauntlet was fucking weird. Like, if we're gonna use incongruous popular music in any of these movies, Simon Says by Pharaoh Monk was right there. Just saying. Overall, Adam Wingard and Simon Barrett are hacks. But, like I said earlier, I got what I paid for, more or less. I saw the big monk and the nuclear lizard fucking shit up. While this wasn't as fun as Versus or even Godzilla King of the Monsters, it boasted a few fun action scenes and some pretty nice special effects. It scratched my itch for this sort of bullshit, so it gets a pass. And if you have that particular dumb kaiju movie itch, definitely give this film a watch. And I am feeling a 5 out of 10 on this one. That's generous, but Kong whipping a child around by the leg was quite funny. Yeah. Catch you later, guys.